They purr, they play, and they've become one of the most beloved companions in our homes. But did you know that the story of the domestic cat goes back a few thousand years? Let's take a look into the fascinating history and behavior of these enigmatic creatures. Our story begins in the wild. The ancestors of today's domestic cats are the African wildcats, Felis sylvestris libica. That's right, this cat, not lions and tigers. These sleek, solitary hunters roamed the deserts and forests of North Africa and the Middle East. It's believed that around 10,000 years ago, humans began to settle into agricultural communities in the Fertile Crescent, what we now know as parts of modern-day Iraq, Syria and Turkey. As people began storing surplus grain, it didn't take long for mice and other small rodents to be attracted to the food, and where there were rodents, wildcats were sure to follow. These cats weren't being tamed, but rather they were drawn to human settlements for an easy meal. Over time, humans and wildcats developed a mutually beneficial relationship. Fast forward to ancient Egypt. The Egyptians were among the first to truly embrace the wildcat as a companion. Cats helped protect their food stores, and in return the Egyptians began to appreciate their beauty and hunting prowess. Cats became revered, even worshipped. They were seen as symbols of protection, grace and mystery. As civilizations flourished, so did the presence of cats. From ancient Egypt to Rome, and then across Europe and Asia, cats found their way into the hearts and homes of people. They were revered, sometimes even worshipped, and always valued for their companionship and hunting skills. So, how did the wildcat evolve into the domestic cat we know today? It's simple. Cats gradually became less fearful of humans. Over many generations, those that were less skittish and more tolerant of human presence were more likely to thrive in these settlements. This natural selection process led to the domestic cats we have today, affectionate, independent, and often a little quirky. Now let's talk about behavior. While domestic cats have been living with us for thousands of years, they still retain many traits of their wild ancestors. For instance, when a domestic cat needs a soft surface with its paws or makes bread, it's a behavior rooted in kittenhood. Wildcats need their mother's belly to stimulate milk production. It's a comforting action, a link to their wild beginnings. Another example is the instinct to hunt. Even well-fed house cats will still hunt rodents, hunt toys, and sometimes even chase shadows. This behavior comes from their wild ancestors who needed to hunt for survival. Even domestic cats have an innate drive to stalk, pounce, and chase. So even though they've been living with us for millennia, they've kept those primal instincts alive. Here's another fascinating behavior: scratching. Ever wonder why your cat loves to claw at furniture or scratch posts? This instinctual behavior traces back to their wild ancestors. In the wild, cats scratch to mark their territory, leaving both visual and scent markers behind. The scent glands located in their paws release a unique odor when they scratch, signaling to other animals that the area is already claimed. Now you might be wondering, where in the world do we find the most domestic cats? Well, according to recent statistics, the United States tops the list with over 90 million cats living in homes. That's about 1/4 of the American population. Other countries with high cat populations include China, Russia and Brazil. Interestingly, countries like Japan and France also have a rich history of domestic cat ownership, but the numbers aren't as high as in the US. But how are cats treated across different cultures? In many Western countries, cats are beloved members of the family, often seen as independent companions who enjoy lounging and roaming freely. In Japan, cats are considered good luck, and places like the Cat Islands in Japan are home to large populations of stray cats who are cared for by locals and tourists alike. In countries like Morocco, cats are often seen as street-smart and independent creatures. They roam freely, earning the respect of local communities who feed and care for them in return for their pest control services. In contrast, in some cultures, cats are pampered and treated almost like royalty. In places like Sweden, the Netherlands and the United Kingdom, cats are often seen as indoor pets with dedicated spots on couches, beds and even windowsills. They're not just companions, they're family. From the wilds of ancient Egypt to your cozy living room, domesticated cats have come a long way. They've been valued for their hunting skills, their companionship and their mystique. Whether they're chasing a toy or simply curling up on your lap, cats remind us of the timeless bond between humans and animals. So the next time you see a cat, remember, you're not just looking at a cute pet. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing animal stories.